detox sun, who follows and protects all of his people. For our army will be so strong, so superior, I declare that none will trespass, none will stop, none will think about
Abbabole.
coming up against the Black Sun army.
This is how you tap into the real energy of the Black Sun. As you start off, you gaze directly into the sun. This is your Black Sun baby. I am the King of the universe, the ruler and God of all living creation. I created all the things that you see and that you don't see. Here I am before you. I am here to warn you about the judgment that is to come. Get ready. We have a solution, and I intend on bringing forth heaven on earth. It starts here. Get the information you need from the sun. The Black Sun and the inner earth will protect and guide you. There's no stronger energy, no stronger entity that you can call on.
Consume Moringa. Consume as much as you can.
Watch my Black Sun prophecies. We are going to take over everything, the entire world, the industry, the system. We have the 33rd degrees in our pocket. We already read it. It has already been so. Watch our video while I read the commands, the new commands of today. We're taking over. Because I am the Viking. I am the King, the God of the universe. And no one can stop me. I'm going to read the Black prophecies, the Black Sun prophecies, and the TheKazweh comment shortly. We're going to go finish up the last prophecy that I was reading. Okay? And make sure to watch my first video, as this talks about when the Black Sun actually came to me, told me everything, all the secrets of the universe, and the Masonic Illuminati 33rd degree code, and how we're going to teach the world that code. Strauss, Einhalden, Heileben, Opez 40. That's what you're listening to. We got a whole playlist going on here. Okay. And GiveA. Thank you so much for communicating with me, y'all. Check out the last prophecy here. Okay. There's a whole hour or 2 hours. We've got a lot of it. It's growing and it's getting viral. So this is great. This is exactly what I intended. Now this is what we're going to do, is you're going to have the robot girl read all this. How the great earthquake will accompany the second coming. So everything that is about to happen, yes, it has already been mentioned in the Bible. This is because they knew that I would come. Now the thing about it is, I don't even have to read the Bible in order to know this, even though I am the one that was reading. I read the whole Bible live on Facebook on the Hallelujah Show, hashtag Hallelujah Show. I read it in Hebrew, Aramaic, Paleo to English. Okay? And if that wasn't enough, I discovered that God, Yahuwah, is the God Abbabole, which is the God that is the Black Sun. I'm the Black Sun, baby, the TheKazweh. In living form, part man, part God, part prophet and Messiah. All rolled into one. And I understand what I am to do very, very well. I am following every movement precisely as directed. I'm going in accordance with this Black Sun here, and nobody can stop me. It's the Eye of Ra. It's behind the sun. Go research it. Nobody wants to talk about it, right? It's what the Masons worship. Illumination. Okay? It's what is known as the Holy Spirit, the hidden one. Okay? Woman who calls herself the white feather contact us. These are drawings of the black sun. So the most spiritually connected people connect with this electrical energy. It's just when you start having psychic abilities, okay? You start having some amazing stuff, just powers, right? See? And so there's your swastikas is one thing, which was like the Buddhist swastika, the Russian, the different, meanings, which is really symbolic of the truth, or four, which is also the Mount Meru, which is a hidden area in the North Pole, is where we were created, and we are going to return to the Hyperboreans and the Aryans and the all of that. This is why it's really important that we don't eat meat, dairy, and eggs, because you're going to mess up your frequency. You're going to mess up being able to connect with this amazing power. The power never told us to consume animal, first of all, okay? Ever. The people can do that. As you are your own God, you can do what you want. But like it says, open the sixth seal. I looked, behold, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth. The full moon became like blood, and the stars of the sky fell to the earth as the fig tree sheds its winter fruit. When shaken by the gale, the sky vanished like a scroll that was rolled up, and every mountain and island removed from its place. Okay, because that's the black sun. Its ability is these black comets that come and literally just take everything that is just unjust and evil and wicked. It takes it out of existence. And just like that. Like it just erases it. Okay? Then the kings of the earth and princes and generals and rich and mighty and every slave, every free man hid to the caves among the rocks of the mountains. The Khazarian mountains in Russia. For one, they called to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him who sits on the throne, from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of their wrath is come, and who can stand? So, what we're getting at here, okay, we're going to have this girl read all this, because this is really interesting stuff here. And what we have is an electromagnetic ball, a black sun of energy that is so powerful, so magnificent. I just told Rhonda about how when the black hole came to this window, it was like this energy source that was just, there's so much energy in it. It was so fast, I just couldn't even take my eyes off of it. It was a awe-inspiring moment. I was just completely stunned and flabbergasted, and didn't even need to touch it. I was so close that I just magnetically absorbed all this information, like a whole hard drive of information just uploaded into my brain. I immediately just stood straight up, and I felt like I grew like an inch right then and there. I felt stronger, like I'd never felt before. Like just completely solid and straight up. And I walked down to the bathroom and back, and I knew that I was not the same person I was just prior to that moment. This was definitely a historical moment where I reached godhood. I knew all the things that I was supposed to do. I don't even think about it. I just do. And when you tap into that middle balance, you'll hear this electromagnetic connection. And then you will just go with the flow. Things like this came into my life. An 8-ball. It's almost as if they knew. Dialing 8 is the gate out. What does that mean? Why would you have that? This was months ago, before I knew even anything about the black sun. In fact, the black sun, this whole thing didn't even exist. So what happened? what caused this. And sure enough, learning about the black sun as a real entity that actually exists in the inner earth, I knew that I had tapped into something that was very real and very powerful. So as long as I continue to bring forth heaven on earth, I will be blessed, and I will take over the entire world. The purpose of this is for me to correct all world problems, starvation, malnutrition, and all poverty on this planet. And I'm going to do it with your help, because you are going to share this video. You're going to be a part of what I am doing. I command all those who watch this to join me to the Moringa Cryptic Kingdom. I'm going to educate you all on what the black sun is, but most importantly, you're going to learn about how the black sun gave me the most intricate and important Illuminati 33rd degree Masonic key ever. This is integrated into your language. It goes back to the gematria of Hebrew, and it's in all different languages. Okay? So that is the key right there. You can let me know if you want to know how to use it. That is it. This can get most people killed for even having it and for just presenting it to the world. But I am teaching it to the world. Like I said, again, I wish to see $12 billion worth of gold, $12 billion worth of platinum, $12 billion worth of silver, $12 billion worth of copper, all laid out on pallets in nice big white bags right here, right in the front yard. I'll need a big canister like that. We're going to have a helicopter come and take me, my truck, and everything to specific locations that will be random on the queue for that time frame. I'll need $12 billion put into my mother's bank account and $12 billion in Bitcoins, as well the individuals who have supported me, Rhonda Kay, William Griffin, Hilda Griffin, will all receive their money as well, as mentioned in the prior videos. So that is to be done before anything starts. Okay, before I go, I'll sit up here and I will do this as I'm reaching hundreds and hundreds of people every day, every moment. And the open sesame is, they can't stop this. They've taken my Vimeo account down completely. I was selling red sun, or black sun. They were red t-shirts, black sun t-shirts. They deleted that account where I have Teesprings. They removed it. They've removed every video that pertains to this subject matter from YouTube. I will be uploading on my channels as best as I can, so finding this information is almost completely difficult or esoteric. So support right now our website, themoringaqueen.com. You will get the new Moringa Cryptic, which is Moringa seed, because this energy that I have discovered is it's just flowing in this room. It's electromagnetic. And I've had it actually for many, many years. I just didn't know, and now I'm more powerful than I've ever been before. Now I see that. And so I can concentrate this energy from the radiation, which I want every one of my people to simply take off, leave their job now. Stand in front of your Lord, the sun, and absorb that information. I know you may think that it's bad for your health, that it's unhealthy, or it can hurt. Do it. You want to almost build like a callus on your eyes. Okay, just like how Saul, he looked at the sun, he looked at the above, and he saw God, and his eyes burned, he went blind, and he became a different man. Okay, that's the story. It's an allegorical story depicting that when you actually look at the sun, you will transform into your full person. The black sun can enter into you. It shows you're worshiping him, or you're willing, and it's really her. It's the entity that created all this around you. It has many names, thousands of names. Some people call it Saturnalia. It's not Saturn. Saturn is there to confuse people, mislead, and I'm here to correct all fallacies. How do I know? Where am I getting my information? Not from shills. I will read much information from shills so you see what they're saying. And then I'm going to parallel it to what the black sun has told me and what I know to be true. The black sun is not going to lie. And I am the black sun baby. I am who I say I am. And you know, I would never lie to you. All of a sudden, from one day to the next, I'm a completely different man. Changed. Completely just enlightened. Okay? I can connect with all the birds, the owl, the dogs, because I understand this cryptic language. Sun, Abbabole, come out, bring it forth. I command to bring forth more energies to the atmosphere. More of your precious sunlight, rays of power, for all to consume your glory. I feel that power and that presence before you. You can do it too, folks. All you got to do is stand there and gaze. And I'm going to have this play, read that, and I got some other stuff in life that have to do, but this should be first and foremost, or else you will experience death. I already explained some of the death and plagues. Check out the other prophecies of what's to come. Disasters, great disasters, earthquakes. I'm going to rile the place up right now. This sun is out for this moment being. This is a sign that this is the time you should replenish. This is the recharge moment. This is your few moments of grace that you can absorb this free gift of salvation. Okay, while it's still here. Because soon, your time is short. And the black sun will come. It will return and it will blanket the sun, the white sun. And when that happens, you know destruction of the justice and injustice will occur. For none shall be lost or run astray. Because those who live in darkness and not the righteousness and following me, your Messiah, you will lose your life and you'll seek after death. You'll be removed from this life to never experience heaven. I am also the overlord of hell. There I may keep you to use you. For the wealthy and the rich will become the slaves for the poor. The righteous will rule. And equality will set all mankind free once and for all. Thus saith your Lord, the black sun baby, TheKazweh. Abbabole, Abbabole, Abbabole. You can't stop this fate, so don't fight God anymore. You're only harming yourself. You're only going to kill yourself. As the black sun returns, all these black comets that will fall from the sky will bring forth destruction and chaos, madness. It'll remove all the things at which you thought were precious. Your buildings, your skyscrapers, your roads. It'll all be gone. For how dare you destroy my nature, my animals, my kingdom. I am going to bring forth the Moringa Cryptic Kingdom, and yes, all will live and thrive for all of eternity. Those who are older will go back to the youth. They will be young again, and they will live endless and a limitless life where you can create your own dream, your own reality of peace and love and purity. The power is within. It starts here. I ask you to gaze at the sun, connect and ask for the black sun to reveal himself. You may see the black hole, and from there you will understand all the ways of life. Okay? Not only that, but when you see all that happens, the disasters and such, you'll be protected. This is why I also say those who get a pound of the moringa, the cryptic moringa, to support, they will be protected by the black sun. As the power vested in me, the black sun says, and anything I say goes. I am TheKazweh, Abbabole. You don't have to believe me, but when you see the signs and you see what happens upon you, the great wrath and destruction, you will know I am the Messiah, and I am who I say I am. I am the King of the Jews. I am King of Israel. I am the God of the living creation in the universe. I would take heed to my words and my prophecies, as what's to come is out of your hands. And we have the royal elite and the entire power elect in our pocket, in my hands, now. If you wish to challenge me, harm me, or threaten at all in any shrewd manner, your operation and your attempts will be stopped at all costs. You evil, you disgusting, vile, I command you to leave this room. That's right. You see that wasp came in here and just left because it knows. Now there are some wasps and there are some bugs and there are some birds that are electronic. And so there's people perpetrating me to act as if I am the Messiah. They'll do as I say, but then take me to the cliff and then say, oh, this didn't happen. So I do not rely on those factors alone. For my miracles are legitimate. Those that are manipulating my miracles are frauds. And they're using me as a forefront for their insidious plans to take me out. There will be no VVRIL. There will be no Valkyrie. Meaning there will be no infiltration from the inside to destroy me. I will not be stopped. You must join me. We must make peace. And many things must change. There will be no more of these destruction towards my perfect nature, as there's two systems we see. The nature in which you've taken that language, that perfect harmony and the DNA, and you've swapped it into your English language, which is used to manipulate and enslave all mankind. And we find a gray state, a gray area in which the righteous flourish like the palm tree and grow like the cedar of Lebanon. There is nothing you can do to stop this. What's about to occur is set in motion, it shall be before man. Do you feel that power? TheKazweh is the name you shall call on. I command thee that those who wish to follow and know more, watch these videos. Take heed to these words. This is all you're going to have. And I will remove all of the internet. You will not be able to get on one day. You'll feel the wind and you'll know it is time. And when the black sun emerges out of the hollow earth, all knees will bow. And I will rule with an iron fist, an iron rod, a scepter, as I am the morning star. I am the morning star. I am Lucifer, your God, your king. You will not stop me. Those deep feelings down in your soul, those are ones to trust. When you feel the black sun, that is the truth. It is the way. Okay? You'll see Thule, sign of the black sun. Notice its signal contains the symbol of necessity twice. The necessity symbol is depicted as man's first achievement, making fire by rubbing two sticks together. Likewise, this sigil symbolizes progress above all, necessity and progress. This sigil cannot be opened into third dimension. Its programming is very simple. Above is the symbol of the innermost secret society in Nazi Germany, the black sun. It is a legal print or display symbol in Germany today. Okay? Spot on, Mr. Nate. The black sun in Nazi Germany, it goes deeper than that. And I will say, however, it goes deeper than this shill act to suppress the real living black sun within the hollow earth. You will see. This is it. It is. Abbabole. It is. And every time that you say that, a wind like the Holy Spirit will come upon you, and you will know what I'm talking about, because you will experience the black sun for yourself. She will make herself known to you, and there will be nothing that will throw your focus off. Okay? See if we're gonna do now. This is the first video I want you all to watch. Okay, it's really important. You see that? This is prophetic for something that's to come. If I don't receive my commands, there'll be great warfare with much rain, chaos, thunder, lightning, all that and the above. If you don't, if you want to test me, out, I command you. Unless there's two now, two wasps in this room. See that? And I fear not, for I command these wasps to do my bidding. These wasps are on our side now. The Moringa Cryptic Kingdom, we control all of nature. As I am the black sun, and you are tamed to my allegiance, I control the both of you. Understood? What is it? You feel my presence, you feel my power. I am your God. You see these wasps? I will set off plagues of wasps. You'll see millions of wasps across the nation. They will spread, and they will chase and hunt down those of the unrighteous. I command thee. That's right, wasp. Get all of your friends, all your family. Come together. For time is now. For vengeance is here. I'm sick and tired of having to see you all die because of man. It's not fair. And the chemicals they spray on you guys is terrible. I know. I'll be outside. My two friends. I command you to get all of your friends and your family. For before the plagues of floods, rain, thunder, we're going to use you. If I don't receive my commands, all of the sky will be blanketed with wasps in protection of the destruction that you have caused to the bees. The wasps are here to place their vengeance upon all those who wish to destroy nature with your Roundup, with your sprays and your chemicals. I offer protection of the cryptic energy to all my wasp friends, that they will be protected. So you can try to kill them, exterminate them, spray them, but it will not harm them. They will be blocked from all types of threat. Even if you try to squash them, they will not die. They will withstand the storms. They will withstand the flood. After all, they're one of my most resilient of creations. They are powerful. They are caring. They are wonderful creations. Is that not right, my wasp friends? Are you getting ready? And yes, they are allowed to sting with vengeance to those who wish to mock, balk, insult, and hate on myself, and wish to form against me. I will have plagues, thousands, zounds of wasps that will come before you as a curse, and they will never leave you. You'll find wasps in your car. You'll find wasps in your house. And again, you will not be able to exterminate this plague. Abbabole, 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 TheKazweh. Is that not right, my wasp prince? Peace be unto you. Land on my hand, I command thee. Come here, wasp friend. Hey, buddy. Go ahead. Land on my hand. Land on my hand. It's okay. It's going to be all right. It's hard for them to fly in these houses. See, the individual over there, I think, was spraying something. And it's causing them kind of get like flustered, you know, all that. Yes, I protect them. Look at him trying to get in the way of the spider web there. All right, buddy. A little bit drunk, huh? Go on. Go get your family. I remember you. I call you royal. My friend, you are royal in my eyes. You will be in the Moringa Cryptic Kingdom. And when the black sun returns, you will be made giant. Whoa. You alright, buddy? And look at the birds outside. You see the blackbirds? You'll see millions and millions of these birds. And they'll be in my control. They will blanket the sky before I come. The black sun rises. And they will attack all of you who wish to mock me and wish to not take my commands serious. That all the things I say before you today are truth. The only thing you can do is live with it and accept my allegiance, my perfect plan to connect and be one with you. Join me now while you have your life, while you can be a part of everlasting life. I love you. I love you. I love you. This is hard for me to do. But at the same time, I've been waiting my entire life and beyond to do this. I command that the filter that they have on my Facebook account would be removed. And I call open sesame. Open sesame, open sesame. Which means those who wish to watch the true words, the living words of God, and my book that is to come, I just found right here. If you read right here in my book of what's to come, it is all written for you. For I place before you the things that are to come, the things that are to come after. I've already written that in the future, when I rule the world, the life that you live will be very different. All things will be perfect and pure. Life will be harmonious. A gift, a splendorous, imperial design with no destruction. All nature, all love, in all ways. The gift to the keys of your salvation will be simple. It'll be to love and follow, to love to all of my creation. Those who don't believe me and are having the most power, the elite, the 33rd degree, who harm animals, who do perverse things, you, as I said, will be turned into a dog. And you will fight. You'll fight for scraps and you'll fight for the bones before you. You will never be back to a human. must take heed to what I say, as this is the prophecy and this is the truth. You know my request, what I ask, yet you have not delivered. I needed a letter that stated that all the royal elite confirm to a contract of agreement a pact, as I said, and I read it before in the Black Sun Baby Edict and the epices that you watched before. And still, none have even attempted to send what I have asked for. So I will make it rain, I will make it pour, I will send wasps all before you, and you will see that I am the true living God of all creation, that I control all the things that you see and things that you do not see in this realm. I will also blanket the clouds with the birds. You wish to kill their nature, their perfect environment? They will protest against it until you change. You decide to stop the monstrous acts to destroy our world. These chemtrails, the fluoride in the water, all factories must cease to produce. All people must stop work. It's one thing the government shut down. I will make the world shut down. I am the biggest pause on the planet ever, because I am the Black Sun Baby. You will have to stop everything. And if you don't, my plagues will haunt you. I will rest not as I grow stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger every passing second I gaze. Once I reach my full form, you will not be able to stop me, and my decisions that I make will be final. I highly recommend and suggest that you bring forth the things that I ask of thee. I love you. I love you. I love you. Abbabole, TheKazweh, Abbabole, TheKazweh, the Black Sun. And we're going to go talk here about VVRIL. This is what happened last time in history. The vegetarians, I've even got the IRS sending me something. They want to make sure this is the real me. So this may be my money. So if it is, then kudos. So I will call, and if it is, the IRS is cooperating, I will call off the plagues, which means people won't die, and mainly yourself, as you have been trying to do the opposite and kill my righteous people, the poor, my black tribe, my black people, and that will be no more. For I put great protection and barrier over my people. Okay? I put protection and guidance and love over all who follow my righteous kingdom. Join my page, like it. That will ensure that you have a hierarchy spot in my 13th dynasty, my kingdom. Don't be late. Don't wait. Have courage. For men and women of courage will be the ones that I put in high places and positions in this world. Those who don't, but do the opposite, will be destroyed. Simply because we wish to have a healthy nation full of strong, healthy, happy individuals. It is possible. There is a solution for every single thing. I have the solution for all the problems. And I plan on going to the site of the problems, Rhode Island and Seattle, where places are dying, Africa, every place. I'm going to fix the world catastrophes, all starvation, malnutrition, and all poverty. It starts with their health. It starts with doing what's right. So, with this money, it will be used to delegate and judge that and those things of the world. For those who listen to me will have to listen and obey. If they don't, I will have to destroy their works. So I will go to the site, I will judge the situation and say, this is the solution, this is what we must do here, that's what we must do there, and it will be. This is it. It is. So be it. I have to correct all these problems before that black sun comes out. We can prevent a great disaster. We can prevent a catastrophic event to apocalyptic levels. If you've seen what I've seen and know what I know to be true, you would all gather together and you would do as I say. I'm not asking you to worship me. I'm asking for you to do what is right for you. Listen to my words. Take heed to my actions and my commands. And you will be with me on the Moringa Cryptic Kingdom, heaven on earth, as I will open up the portals, the Hyperborea, Mount Meru, which is the Garden of Eden, and all truth will be unveiled to you, and it will be taught as we will reset, you will unlearn, and you will snap the truth into consciousness. You all are very highly brainwashed in the hypnotrance indoctrination of our time. The greatest deception of the planet is your religions. Your belief systems are all brought on and based upon deception and lies. And those who drive by here with good intentions, I bless them with miracles and blessings. You will be favored in the great disaster. But do what's right. Have courage. Stand up. You know what I'm saying is truth. So wait no more. Also, if you go to my fan page, Plot Palm Trees, Vimeo removed a lot of my videos, correct? So what I'm doing is, I have it where you can click on it, and you'll actually download it. So I have many videos posting on Plot Palm Trees fan page. You can click it. I would suggest clicking it, downloading it to your hard drive ASAP. Because when the internet is taken out, you'll have all these videos which will help guide you with information. And when you download these, I want you to share them with your loved ones. I want you to share them with your wife. I want you to share them with your husband. I want you to share them with your grandma, your mother, your sons and daughters. Because this is the truth. Okay? Before it's gone, you can download all my videos for free. There's a lot. There's a lot of videos. I have 300. And they're making me take the time to grab each one of them. So I placed a curse upon Vimeo.com that each and every person, individual that works at Vimeo has to also, each time I download one of these videos, see, like this one's the Belize video. Each time I download these videos, every person individually who works for Vimeo will have to go and deal with a client that has so many problems. In fact, 300 clients at a time. And you will know that this curse came from me. That you wish to make this so hard and remove my account with lies and deception, as all I'm doing on my account is promoting the truth. So, there's one. Now you have to deal with a crazy client out of nowhere. Since you have all these shills, I bring shills to you, people who may not even exist. You're going to have emails sent in from your support team constantly. There's right there 600 problems for each and every single person that works at Vimeo. If you don't believe who I am, you sure will now. And that's the thing. These people know I am who I say I am. They wish to test me. Well, here's your test. There's 3. That's 900 problems for every single person on this date. To end this curse, you can stop and give me my account back, as well as my money, which I've already demanded that. See, there's one of my videos how to blend it. There's that one. But let's see what this one is. This one oh yeah, this is a good one. See, Palm Trees Productions. That's the latest one I just posted. Yeah, this is the Belize trailer. Belize pictures. I am your Heru. I am Aquarius, pouring down the new age. So check that one out. That's the latest one too. Belize pictures. All the pictures I took in Belize. I got so many more. I plan on making the Belize documentary. I got so much work ahead of me. I'm making the Black Sun documentary. Okay. So let's get these playing here. Let me see what I got here. Yeah, so you'll see them there. These right here. Okay. They're not letting me know who's watching my stuff, which is fine. So yeah, you can go to that, or you can go to hashtag Vimeo removed truth. Okay. That will ensure that you can see all of the ones I'll be posting, because there's going to be 300. I'm going to try to label them, keep them organized. Like I have TheKazweh intro here, Astonishing Tennessee, Moringa Man, all that. So this is powerful. Let's get the word out. Okay. You'll see my works. You'll know that everything that I've produced in the past 11 years is the absolute true truth. You understand that? There's nothing that I have said or claimed is the truth and that is not. I am all that is good and all that is real, all that is honest. Okay? You can't even deny that. You know that's true. Okay? I know I may have posted things that said certain stuff, whatever. I don't claim that anything that is said that I don't believe is my own. In other words, I thought profess. So if there's anything that is a lie that you find is not me in the past 11 years, it is what that individual said. Everything that I have spoken is authentic truth, because I love you. I love you, okay? That's all there is to it. So I'm going to show you how the Bible correlates. Yes, it does. And I'm going to break it down. This is the most interesting topic. This is the great dreams, okay? And I will have my great dream here soon when I am fully detoxed and fully ready. And when that happens, this is why a lot of evils are trying to keep me from detox, trying to make me unhealthy, because when I see this dream, this is what will come to pass. I've already seen some things, okay? And I'm telling you, what I've already seen, I can hardly handle. That's how real. I almost fell out the other day. Like I almost died. I felt death so heavily placed before me that I almost just died. Okay? Imagine that feeling of how much death is about to happen for the rebirth. Please, you have a chance. You have an opportunity, a fair chance. Right now is the recharge moment, the cleaning. You can clean yourself up. You can change right now. Okay, here we go. We're going to start this. Let's see if this works. The black sun.
V12, I watched as he opened the sixth seal. There was a great earthquake will accompany the second coming. Isa 29:6, Ezek 38:19, Zek 14:4. V12, the sun turned black like sackcloth made of goat hair, the whole moon turned blood red. This passage is a clear reference to the second coming of Christ in judgment against the nations, as prophesied by Joel 2:30-31 and Matt 24:29. V13-14, and the stars in the sky fell to earth, as late figs drop from a fig tree when shaken by a strong wind. The sky receded like a scroll, rolling up, and every mountain and island was removed from its place, quoted from Isa 34:4. See also Hab 3:6, Mic 1:4. These signs herald the end of the age. Matt 24:29. The sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. The stars will fall from the sky, and the heavenly bodies will be shaken. There can be no doubt that this refers to the second coming of Christ. Notice the similarity with the seventh bowl, 1620. Every island fled away and the mountains could not be found. There is also a similarity with Judgment Day when the earth and sky fled from his presence, 2011. In the same way, when Christ returns, he will make the heavens tremble, and the earth will shake from its place at the wrath of the Lord Almighty, in the day of his burning anger. Isa 13:13. V15. Then the kings of the earth, the princes, the generals, the rich, the mighty, and every slave and every free man hid in caves and among the rocks of the mountains. There is great terror. The day of the Lord affects all men from the highest to the lowest. See the similar description of those in Rev 19:17, who are gathered for the great supper of God, which clearly depicts the second coming. They flee to the caves to hide from his wrath. Isa 2:10, 19, 21. See also Isa 13, 6, 8, 24, 21, 34, 12, Zech 1:14. This sevenfold description covers all men from the greatest to the least. V16. They called to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. All the nations will mourn when they see the Son of Man appear. Matt 24:30. Being buried by a mountain is preferable to seeing God and experiencing the wrath of the Lamb. Quoted from Hosea 10:8. See also Isa 2:19-21. Both God and the Lamb are here linked to wrath. See also Rev 14:10. This is also similar to a saying of Jesus to the woman of Jerusalem as he was being led to the cross. Luke 23:28-31, when he was alluding to the destruction of Jerusalem in AD 70, but this also prefigures the last day. See Matt 24. It is clear from the context that here in Revelation it is the last day being referred to. V17. For the great day of their wrath has come, and who can stand when Jesus comes again? He will come with wrath for the world. It is the great day of their wrath. Psalm 110:5, Isa 13:9, Zech 1:14 ff, Rom 2:5. It is a unique day. Zech 14:7. Who can stand on the day of his wrath? Malachi and Joel pose the same question. Mal 3:2. But who can endure the day of his coming? Who can stand when he appears? Joel 2:11. The day of the Lord is great, it is dreadful. Who can endure it? So does Nahum 1:16. The answer to who can stand is given in the next section of the 144,000 sealed, especially 7, 9. See also 1 Thess 1:10, in which it is Jesus who rescues us from the coming wrath. God's wrath also occurs in the seventh trumpet, Rev 11:18, on those who worship the beast. 14:10, when the grapes are harvested into the winepress of God's wrath. 14:19, with the seven bowls. 15:1, the destruction of Babylon. 16:19, the rider on the white horse. 19:15, the phenomenon of the eclipse has in mythology been connected with the upcoming end of the world and or drastic change approaching. The John's Revelation claims that an eclipse of 3 days will precede the end of the world. Also, the famous fortune teller Nostradamus predicted an eclipse of 3 days, introducing the end of all times. This way, the eclipse has taken the role of the herald of doom. After all, who wants to stay around when the seven sigils are broken? The same symbol can be found as a wall painting at a military bunker from World War II at Hamburg below the statue of Bismarck. Thus it was concluded that the symbol of the black sun was incorporated into the ideas of some sort of occultist movement ideology during the Third Reich. Although this speculation is somewhat reasonable, I have not been able to find substantial proof for verifying this rumor, since information about this subject is scarce and shady, and mostly overshadowed by prejudice against the pseudo-cultist activities of the political elite of that time and the SS especially, in case it is mentioned anywhere at all. Yet it might bear some significance, possibly that in the Germanic mythology, the wolf Fenris is said to swallow the sun after being released at the beginning of the wolf age, causing the sky to darken. The symbolism of the black sun is the subject to fear for the powers of stasis, since it indicates drastic and terminal change. How can it be applied in a sensible way by the Session, or does it bear positive significance inherently already? The VRIL Society. Peter Moon tells us in his book The Black Sun, on page 172, the VRIL Society began around the same time as the Thule Society when Karl Haushofer founded the Brüder des Lichts, which means Brothers of the Light. This organization is sometimes referred to as the Luminous Lodge. This group was eventually renamed the VRIL Gesellschaft as it rose in prominence and united three major societies, the Lords of the Black Stone, having emerged from the Teutonic Order in 1917, the Black Knights of the Thule Society, and the Black Sun, later identified as the elite of Heinrich Himmler's SS, whereas the Thule Society ended up focusing primarily upon materialistic and political agendas. The VRIL Society put its attention on the other side. a local medium named Maria Orlisk began getting messages in an unknown language and couldn't transcribe them, so began meeting with key members of these societies, along with another medium named Sigrin. Accordingly, the messages were coming from a being from the star Abbabole, which has 2 planets which form the Sumerian Empire. In the Sumerian Empire were 2 classes of people, the Aryan or master race, and a subservient race which had developed in a negative fashion as a result of mutation from climatic changes. Peter Moon goes on to say, a half-billion years ago, the Aryans, known as the Elohim or Elder race, began to colonize our solar system as Abbabole became uninhabitable. Marduk, existing in what is today the asteroid belt, was the first to be colonized, then Mars. When they came to Earth, these Aryans were known as the Sumerians. Note, here we are coinciding with the work of Zechariah Sitchin, Shambhala. From some of the accounts available, Shambhala appears to have been a center of spiritual enlightenment, very reminiscent of James Hilton's Shangri-La, but others say that it was a center of occult power and arcane teaching. Its leader was thought variously to be either an evil, tyrannical sorcerer king or a godlike lord of the world. We seem to be left with a choice as to which story we prefer to follow, and evidently which path one desires to follow. 2. The evil left, or the good right. Apparently there were 2 factions, as in Hyperborea, one of which followed the golden sun, and the other the black sun. The black sun, incidentally, was as prominent an emblem of the Nazi mythos as was the swastika, according to Jean-Claude Frey, author of Nazism et Société Secretis. The people of Hyperborea, after migrating to the Gobi Desert over 6,000 years ago, founded a new center, which they named Agartha. It became a great center of world learning, and people flocked there from all over the world to enjoy its culture and civilization. However, a huge catastrophe supervened, and the Earth's surface was devastated, but the realm of Agartha somehow survived, under the Earth. The legend continues to relate that, as with the original Hyperboreans, the Aryans now split into 2 factions, one group heading northwest, hoping to return to their lost Hyperborea, and the second going south, where they founded a new secret center under the Himalayas. Jean-Claude Frey concludes, the sons of the outer intelligences split into 2 groups, one following the right-hand path under the wheel of the golden sun, the other the left-hand path under the wheel of the black sun. The first preserved the center of Agartha, that undefined place of contemplation, of the good, and of the vril force. The second supposedly created a new place of initiation at Shambhala, the city of violence in command of the elements and human masses, hastening the arrival of the charnel house of time. According to Peter Moon, in his book The Black Sun, the ultimate concept of Thule is well represented in the myth of it as the capital city or center of Hyperborea, a word which literally means beyond the poles. As it is beyond the poles, Hyperborea is positioned as being outside of this dimension. Thule, being in the center, is positioned as the source of all life on Earth. In Greek mythology, Pythagoras was taught sacred geometry by Apollo, a god who was identified as a resident of Hyperborea. In Pythagorean teachings, the Earth itself geometrically unfolds from a void in the center. This void has been recognized by many ancient groups, including the Sumerians, as the black sun in this sense. Thule is synonymous with this black sun. The word swastika itself is mean source amongst other definitions, and represents eternal cause or the fountain of creation. Accordingly, the Thule Society used the swastika symbol in their log to represent this idea. The black sun is an even more esoteric concept than that of Thule. Represented as the void of creation itself, it is the most senior archetype imaginable. Thus, this namesake was reserved for the elite of the Thule Society. The Black Sun was actually a secret society within the Thule Society. It was senior to other societies. The various ways in which the swastika is depicted. It is revered by Hindu and ranks second only to Om. Today, the swastika is known the world over not as a religious symbolism of the Hindus but as the Nazi emblem. Hitler's use of the swastika on the flag of National Socialist Germany has besmirched the swastika. but the swastika continues to hold the religious significance for the Hindus. Like the origins of swastika are lost in the misty realms of the past, and they can only be guessed by piecing together of the surviving clues. More. The swastika stone near Ilkley in West Yorkshire, England. The stone overlooks the valley of the River Wharfe, and is identical to some of the Communion rose designs in Val Camonica, Italy. 9 cup marks in a cross shape, surrounded by a curved swastika-shaped groove. The Ilkley carving also has an appendage of the East Armour cup surrounded by a curved hook-shaped groove. It is unique on the moor, which is covered in hundreds of cup and ring-type carvings, although there is an unfinished swastika design, more angular, without cups, on the nearby Badger stone. More. We find here the Aztecan calendar cycle of 52 uncorrected years represented in the form of a left-rotating swastika. The wheel starts with the year 1 Akak, then turns left to 2 Tekpat, 3 Kali, 4 Tochtli, 5 Akak, etc. There is a good explanation of the whole composition in Duran and Sella. The question is, did the Hopi have a real writing system like the Aztecs, and did they share the same calendar around the year 1000? Why do they not have a developed writing in the 17th century? http://stgazeta.chat.ru/stats0007. World War II and the subsequent occupation of Germany, Allied military commanders were stunned to discover the penetrating depth of the Nazi regime's state secrets. The world's best intelligence organization was not the least of these revelations. Also discovered were massive and meticulous research file on secret societies, eugenics and other scientific pursuits that boggled the imagination of the Allied command. Even more spectacular was an entire web of underground rocket and flying saucer factories with an accompanying technology that still defies ordinary beliefs. A missing U-boat fleet possessing the most advanced submarine technology in the world left many wondering if the Nazis had escaped with yet more secrets, or even with Hitler himself. Behind all of these mysteries was an even deeper element, a secret order known to initiates as the Order of the Black Sun, an organization so feared that it is now illegal to even print their symbols and insignia in modern Germany. The Black Sun probes deeper into the secrets of the Third Reich and its Tibetan contacts than any other previous attempt. The Black Sun is an adventure in consciousness that reveals a vast array of new information. From the German flying saucer program to the SS mission into Tibet, we are led on the path that gives us the most insightful look ever into the Third Reich and the holy relics they sought in their ultimate quest, the Ark of the Covenant and the Holy Grail. A book review from http://www.fsreview.net/sp/nazinth.htm. In the late 1800s, early 1900s, there were a variety of secret occult societies in Germany, the main ones being the Bavarian Illuminati, the Freemasons, the Rosicrucians, the Thule Society and the VVRIL Society. Each of these 5 societies, although based in secrecy and mysticism, had its role and function. Of these 5, 2 were especially noted for their occult connections, the VVRIL Society and its purely German offshoot, the Thule Society. The chief architect of the Thule Society was Baron Rudolf von Sebottendorf, sometimes referred to as Rudolf Gloer. Sebottendorf-Gloer possessed a wide knowledge of Islamic mysticism in all its aspects, encompassing the dervish sects and particularly the cult of Sufism, which differs markedly from mainstream Islamic teaching. Thule. The name Thule refers to the capital of the legendary polar country Hyperborea. Also referred to as Ultima Thule, it was supposedly the gateway to another world. Thule was therefore recognized as a place where humans could, by whatever means, leave the Earth. It also reputedly stood at the portal of the Hollow Earth. Interestingly, the major players in the 20th century, the USA and the Russian Federation, have ELF, extras low frequency, transmitters sited in this area. These transmitters are supposedly used to communicate with submerged submarines, but worryingly, They broadcast these messages at brainwave frequencies, around 18 to 20 Hz. Traditionally, the Hyperboreans were in contact with extraterrestrials or alien cultures. In some versions of this, there was interbreeding. In common with the legendary inhabitants of Atlantis, they engaged in war with neighboring civilizations. This escalated into the use of atomic weapons, resulting in a Pyrrhic victory for the Hyperboreans, who, as well as defeating their enemies, virtually destroyed themselves in the process. In common with radiation damage in recent times, the surviving Hyperboreans were soon faced with the prospect of mutated and otherwise damaged offspring. Showing remarkable resolve, those who had not sustained any apparent genetic damage banded together and effectively removed themselves from the gene pool, a variety of self-imposed quarantine. Any damaged offspring from this group were neutered. This early example of eugenics was practiced until they were sure that any defective genes had been bred out. The other mutated group eventually died out. Whether they were assisted in this is open to debate. This may seem like, and indeed is, a harsh, clinical line to adopt, but being faced with the extinction of their entire race, they had little other option. The descendants of the seminal mother race were the Celts who, like the ripples on a pond, spread out, colonizing various northern areas on the planet. Scots, Irish, Basques, Spanish, Scandinavians, Icelanders and the Portuguese, all these peoples are of Celtic origin. These disparate nationalities have one common genetic trait, a large percentage of Rh-negative blood types, which, according to the beliefs of the Thule Society, was a characteristic of the Hyperboreans and their extraterrestrial associates. In recent times, the majority of alien abductees are reportedly from Rh-negative blood groups. Is this a possible indication that UFO cultures are tracking their crossbred progeny? Other races and peoples who possess a positive blood type were considered to be racially impure, as positive blood is thought to be contaminated by contact with the ape-evolved strand of human DNA. In Germany at the turn of the century and particularly after WWI, many secret societies developed. One of these groups was the VVRIL Society. In 1917, 4 people met in a cafe in Vienna. There was 1 woman and 3 men. The woman was a spiritual medium. They met under a veil of mystery and secrecy. They discussed secret revelations, the coming of the New Age, the sphere of destiny, the magical violet black stone, and making contact with ancient peoples and distant worlds. Their source of power was the black sun, an infinite beam of light which, though invisible to the human eye, is real in there. The VVRIL emblem was the black sun, a secret philosophy thousands of years old, provided the foundation on which the occult practitioners of the Third Reich would later build. The black sun symbol can be found in many Babylonian and Assyrian places of worship. They depicted the black sun, the godheads in light, in the form of a cross. This was not much different from the Germans' Knight's Cross. With supposed channeled information from ETs, the VVRIL Society built a VVRIL machine. It was saucer-shaped. It was supposedly an interdimensional or time travel machine. The first piloted flight was in 1934. The VVRIL Force and the Black Sun. In Lytton's The Coming Race, the subterranean people use the VVRIL Force to operate and govern the world. A few children armed with VVRIL-powered rods are said capable of exterminating a race of over 22 million threatening barbarians, served by robots and able to fly on VVRIL-powered wings. The vegetarian VVRIL are, by their own reckoning, racially and culturally superior to everyone else on Earth, above or below the ground. At one point the narrator concludes, from linguistic evidence, that the VVRIL are descended from the same ancestors as the great Aryan family, from which in varied streams has flowed the dominant civilization of the world. The VVRIL force or VVRIL energy was said to be derived from the black sun, a big ball of prima material which supposedly exists in the center of the earth, giving light to the VVRIL and putting out radiation in the form of VVRIL. The VVRIL Society believed that Aryans were the actual biological ancestors of the black sun. This force was known to the ancients under many names, and it has been called She, Ohas, VVRIL, astral light, Odin forces and orgone. In a discussion of the 28th degree of the ancient and accepted Scottish rite of Freemasonry called Knight of the Sun or Prince Adept, Albert Pike said, "There is in nature one most potent force, by means whereof a single man, who could possess himself of it, and should know how to direct it, could revolutionize and change the face of the world. This is the force that the Nazis and their inner occult circle were so desperately trying to unleash upon the world, for which the VRIL Society had apparently groomed Hitler, a manifestation of the great work promulgated by the adepts of secret societies throughout the ages. The VRIL Society latched onto a very old archetype already in the minds of alchemists and magicians, which was only reinterpreted by Lytton. In light of that age of occult revival and scientific progress, the idea of mutation and transformation into a higher form of a god-man was envisioned through the VRIL in Buller Lytton's The Coming Race. Lytton himself was an initiate of the Rosicrucians and was well versed in the arcane esoteric philosophies, and of course the greatest advances in the sciences of his day. Through his romantic works of fiction he expressed the conviction that there are beings endowed with superhuman powers. These beings will supplant us and bring about a formidable mutation in the elect of the human race. J. Bergier. This is where the philosophy turns dangerous. The moment we speak of an elect and illumined class which is above the general populace, you inevitably encounter racism and classism, with fascism in due course. We must beware of this notion of a mutation, Bergier warns. It crops up again with Hitler, and is not extinct today. Bergier and Powells were writing in 1960, but today this philosophy is, sadly, once again in the forefront of popular culture. The New World Order, so vehemently opposed, is under the direct influence and guidance of the New Age movement, a hodgepodge of occult doctrines and dangerous socialism, which hides under a cover of spiritual enlightenment. Theosophy is considered the main foundation, and its founder, Madame Blavatsky, was a great admirer of Lytton's. In The Occult Conspiracy, the excellent researcher, Michael Howard, writes about the compatibility of the two philosophies. Blavatsky had read Bulwer Lytton's novels and was very impressed by their occult content, especially Zanoni and The Last Days of Pompeii. The latter was published in 1834 and dealt with the time between early Christianity and the mysteries of Isis in Italy in the 1st century AD. Blavatsky's esotericism was virulently anti-Christian. The racial ideas of Madame Blavatsky concerning root races and the emergence of a spiritually developed type of human being in the Aquarian Age were avidly accepted by the 19th century German nationalists who mixed theosophical occultism with anti-Semitism and the doctrine of the racial supremacy of the Aryan or Indo-European peoples. See http://www.conspiracyarchive.com/nwo/VVRIL_society.htm. From Isis Unveiled, Volume 1, page 550. This tradition of the dragon and the sun, occasionally replaced by the moon, has awakened echoes in the remotest parts of the world. It may be accounted for with perfect readiness by the once universal heliocentric religion. There was a time when Asia, Europe, Africa, and America were covered with the temples sacred to the sun and the dragon. The priests assumed the names of their deities, and thus the tradition spread like a network all over the globe. Bel and the dragon are uniformly coupled together, and the priest of the Ophite religion has uniformly assumed the name of his god. Page 551. Kirker places the origin of the Ophite and heliocentric worship, the shape of conical monuments and the obelisks, with the Egyptian Hermes Trismegistus. She goes on to say that one finds glimpses of this religion and its origins in the books of Hermes, in magical art reproduced by the Kishis, and even in fragments of the Popol Vuh, which shows that the evidence of its origins and religious customs of the Mexicans, Peruvians, and other American races are nearly identical with those of the ancient Phoenicians, Babylonians and Egyptians. That said, she relates the religion from the Akish cosmogony, and compares it to some apocrypha, with the Jewish sacred books and the Kabbalistic theories of creation, including the Book of Jasher, which traces it to the population of Ur of the Chaldeans, where Magism flourished before the days of Abraham. Page 549. The divine beings, brought down to the level of human nature, perform no feats or tricks more strange or incredible than the miraculous performance of Moses and of Pharaoh's magicians. While many of these are exactly similar in their nature, a woman who calls herself White Feather contacted us in the year 1999. She sent us drawings of a black sun. Here is some of what she said. Originally, when White Feather saw the black sun, the only thing she could think of calling it was the donut sun. I moved to Lexington, KY, May 1973. I has been hired by some horse people in Hialeah, Florida, and they moved me up there to be director of research for their horse sales firm. Sometime before that, I don't know if it was a year or more, I had a dream or a vision of finding myself in a natural tree cathedral, and one day at my new house in Lexington, the kids kicked a bowl into a bunch of trees and I realized that I was in the tree cathedral. It was a circle of big fir trees, but anyway, that proved that I was supposed to move there. I have had psychic experiences ever since I was a child. Of the drawings I made of the black ring sun, they were different shapes more or else that other people told me they had seen. What I saw, the light green and light yellow, translucent fluorescent sun flares, was impossible for me to draw. Oddly, she ended up having coffee with a Native American who had also seen the black sun, the person who served her donuts. She originally thought of the sun as the eye in the sky, the eye of Ra, the sun god, perhaps. After I met a man who was part Apache, who told me he had seen that sun when he thought he was dying in Vietnam, I decided to call it the lifesaver sun. It seems the sun is what the Indians call the feathered sun, an extremely sacred sign. From An Illustrated Encyclopedia of Traditional Symbols, the feathered sun, the black sun, is a Plains Indian symbol with stylized feathers pointing both inwards and outwards, inward towards the center and outward to the circumference. It combines the symbols of the sun and the eagle and depicts the universe, the center, solar power, radiation of power, majesty.
Alright. Amazing. So, that's just one occurrence. Let's see here. We've got planets of Jerusalem on May 4th and 8th. Correlations indicated dear doves and interested readers. I've been making notes on the Revelation for at least 10 years. It was around 1992 I created a grid for Revelations chapter 6, the seals. I realized horsemen could be descriptions of the major viewable planets. This is in accordance with the ideas I had read about the rabbinic writings regarding the prophets. Keep in mind, Moses was an Aryan. Okay? Whether he's allegorical or not, he's from Sumer. He's a black Sumerian Aryan. And just as I get very dark, when I sit in front of the sun, I will go in my full form. I will become black, as black Ascidian. Okay? The curse was upon the white race. Losing all of our melanin, we became non-humanoid. And they declared, since my people were the original people who created everything, all the systems, all the things you see, which people would call elves today. In the Hollow Earth, you'll find them, or small people, or giants, these other things. We have that on my Plot Palm Trees fan YouTube channel. Excuse me. You go over here, Plot Palm Trees. I would highly recommend subscribing because all these videos will be uploaded there. Okay, all my videos will be uploaded there. Everything you need to know. Okay, we're probably gonna have to upload a lot more. Okay, like the Bible myth, how The Enuma Elish story comes from Sumerian texts. We got the secrets of the mysteries of like the Egyptian people, how we're actually brothers. Now keep in mind there are a lot of shills out there trying to create diversity and division. And I'm trying to bring people together. I'm bringing forth heaven on earth, and I'm bringing my black race together as the Moringa tribe. We are all going to come together, and the system will see that they will be too overwhelming. They will not be able to depiculate. That's us. We shall not depiculate. The controllers of this current system are no longer in control. For I am now the ruler of the planet. Making it known, you will know based upon the miracles that I show before you. Okay? I'm going to share this. I'll have a playlist as well. I'm going to post it on the video. I also posted that site. Okay? And I'll be uploading my 2 latest prophecy videos. We got one more prophecy. We've got the this one. Make sure to watch this video. This is the beginning, the black sun baby. There's one of the prophecies. It's crazy colors and stuff. I will create heaven and earth, and I say in earth, Mount Meru, and all who are operating at a higher frequency will be able to get in. And that is what I plan on doing for all the people who are righteous. My 144,000, that's just a number. It symbolizes the people, both male and female, feminine and masculine. Okay, the 72. Okay, because 72 is what you would call Yahweh. Okay, Yahweh. And when you combined it, okay, and I'm going to tell you, Yahweh is TheKazweh. Alright? That's me. I am Yahweh. I am Yahuwah. I am Allah. I am the God of living creation, the creator of all mankind. I am the black sun. I have thousands of names. Saturnalia. I'm the destroyer, the God of victory, the God of time, Chronos. I'm Mithras. I'm good and evil. I'm darkness and light. I'm Krishna. Okay? I'm Thoth. I'm Hermes. And you're not going to be able to stop me. So, 72 is the masculine and feminine of Yahweh, which is Elohim, which means many gods. Okay? The Enuma Elisha was all about that. So, Lucifer helped, was sideman for this. There's stories about Enki, Elul, all that. We don't know, okay? But I have not had the black sun tell me that, or otherwise. I think man has created these stories, which are anthropomorphic, to make it a story for humans. But much of the stories are actually entities they're referring to. For instance, God is not this man in man's form. It's a black ball, and I have seen God. The face of God is like the pupil. It's the most serious, surreal thing you'll ever see. And I've seen him or it a couple of times in my life, and I know when you see his presence, her presence, you will stop everything that you're doing. And you will know the truth. This truth will set you free. There's no turning back. A lot of what man has created are demonic, satanic forces that are created in your head. Satan and demons. This is all a product of your own demise. They are not real. Okay? For I am Lucifer. I am your God. I am the black sun. Baby. This is my humble beginnings. I'm all that is divine. I am all that is love. And I love you. For the wicked and evil thoughts will kill and hinder those from entering my kingdom, Mount Meru. Again, I have commanded the people, the royal elect, to do as I have said. The first thing I've said, to get all of mankind to the state of freedom, I must get $12 billion worth of gold, $12 billion worth of silver, $12 billion worth of platinum, $12 billion worth of copper. Right here in pallets and white bags before me. Again, if this is not done, I have the wasp. They are rounding up all of their friends. The birds. We're rounding up all the birds. As you see, there's more birds coming. Not just because it's spring, but because I have whispered something great to the birds to do. There's 1 week is the deadline before that 15th, which equals 12, which is your 33rd degrees. The sooner that I receive my blessing, the sooner the world will be corrected and you will not experience the catastrophic plagues which are preparing themselves before you. You will see these miracles and you will wonder why. Because why? Kazweh. And you will know what Kazweh means. And you feel, look at the sun. I told that cloud to move a little earlier. I said, move cloud out of the way. And look, the sun is there blistering with energy for me, for all. Because I called the sun to do it. I am the black sun, my friends. These are my actions before you. My 3, 6, and 9 will defeat your 3, 6, and 9. You will not be able to harness the power which I'm about to bestow. In fact, right now, I am currently the most powerful man on this planet as of now. There is no doubt, nobody is reaching this level of strength and psychic abilities and magnetic power from the black sun. I have the favor of the black sun. I'm one with him, with her. Those are the gods that created all things. Your Bible has been distorted. The royal elect and the royal elite know this. They know the original story. They have the original Septuagint. They have the Vatican that has all the original documentation. Your King James 1611 Bible was written as a slave manual to enslave the poor sheep. And I can break down all of that. And I will. And I am showing and teaching the people the 33rd degree Masonic language, the secret code of all codes. Those who attempt to kill me, to point me out, to even lay a sniper, a laser point on my head, my body, will have a great wrath before them. Before that happens, my special and loyal friends, my birds, my crows, my hawks, my owls, will swarm into your home and pluck your eyes out. For you wish to live a life of see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. So the evils that I have in store for you are tremendous. From what I have in store for you, your curses on your life and your family. You will know who I am and who I say I am. You may live in fear and run to the mountains. But just as you do before other men, you do not allow them to leave your cult. You do not allow them to leave your gang. So, you will not be able to leave the curses and plagues that I have planned and prepared for you. You can run, but you will never be able to hide. For if you go to the mountains, you go underground, to hollow earth, fire will consume you. There's my bumblebee. Hello, bumblebee. Come in here. Bumblebee. Nope. That's a robot bumblebee. See, they have technology. I could kind of tell that one was a robot. I have to cue in on it. You know. 1, 2, 3. So yes. Wow, you feel that heat energy? Wow. Amazing. I want you to glare at the sun. It's a free energy of information. And right now, those who gaze at my sun, look into my eyes, you will see my royal and miraculous kingdom. You will see all the things in which I have in store for you. All the blessings that are to come. I want you to go gaze upon that sun and know that I love you. And those who do these things, they will be greatly blessed. The elect will tell their gang of men to not do as I direct, and they will be cursed for lack of good, excellent duty to follow my commands. When you look at that sun, you will know that I am the black sun. I am who I say I am, and you will be among the people who see the black sun rise again and come to the iniquities of all of mankind. Watch away the rain and destroy all that is evil and decadent in this world. I bless those who follow and support my meaning. Thank you. My creation is beautiful, Isabel. This is what makes me mad, is they destroy my earth in which I created. Destroy my landscape. Cut my trees down. Harm my animals. Destroy the nutrients, the life inside of the soil. They bring death unto the people, so I bring death unto their family. I bring great plagues into their homes, curses. All these things will be added unto these people. As I said, individually, you'll have problems with your little motor vehicles. You won't be able to start them. You'll have problems regarding to your health, your feet. It'll start in your feet. Pain, aching agony that grows up to your calves. That pain will subside. It'll be constant. Then going to the kneecaps, building up to the thighs and the back. Eventually, nothing you can do will relieve your pain except calling on me, TheKazweh. When this happens, you will remember my name. And my white horse is that white bull truck outside. That was the prophecy. not a literal white horse. We don't live in a time like that. So carry on. Yahweh and Yahweh, both masculine and female, is Elohim, which is male and female gods. 144,000. Okay? When you add that up, that's 4 plus 4 plus 1. That's like the way we did it. The zeros don't exist. Okay? You see that? That equals 9. Divine. So that's completion. Okay? Whenever you see the 9, it's going to be completion. Now, when you see 9, 11, that takes you to 11. 9 and 11 is 9, 10, 11, which takes you to 2. And that's the completion of disaster. I am the 11. I am the TheKazweh. I am the pause. I am the work. I'm the workman, the archangel Lucifer, the messenger who's been chosen as a man to come and warn the people of the things that are to come. You are to follow me. You are to listen to the things that I say and the commands that I make. And you will see my power, and you will know that I am the way. This 144,000, which equals 9, is the Merkaba of life. Okay? Merkaba. That is what sprang all life, like the Holy Spirit, as you call it, in the Mount Meru, the North Pole. It's a light that beams down that gave life to the big tree in the Mount Meru. That tree of life is a silica tree, and it's what created everybody. I created all people from this tree. Okay? The black woman is who started life. This is how it went. And I will break down, and everybody will be taught the true creation of how they were made. There's the tree of life, and that is the completion of all mankind. The Merkaba. Blessings be. Abbabole, Abbabole, Abbabole. TheKazweh. EGP. Okay. So, I didn't even like reading this one because it was too conventional for me. Okay. See, it was past, the clinical nemesis, it was past, so shall it be in the future? The Mayans, the Aztecs, and their descendants believed the earth had been destroyed in cataclysm at least 4 times. Yeah, many more times than that, trust me. Each time new life and civilizations would evolve, springing up from out of nowhere. The implications of all these coincidences are stunning. That the meme is too persistent and common. Astrologers and nemesis after magnetic polarity of the sun, combining the gravitational forces of the simultaneous alignment of other planets, causing massive solar flares, creating earthquakes, and could move the earth off its axis. Not unlike the recent earthquake in Chile that moved the earth off its axis 3 inches. Keep in mind, a lot of the stuff that we are taught or you were born with are lies. Yeah, I can finish up the rest of this here. It's pretty short. Just for instance, you know, the Earth is not a spinning ball globe. That is a Masonic NASA lie. Okay? Planet X pains to say the internet stories Planet X are false. Okay? Which I have videos on my channel that talk about Nibiru, and here I am, that is me. Mercury. The Death Star. These words about like size, you know, 6 Nemesis is 5 times the size of Jupiter, who to blame the impact of the dinosaurs 65 million years ago. See, these are things to throw you off, and normally they are allegorical, or they have some meaning. The dinosaurs probably are the reptilian people who are trying to overthrow the world, the ancient culture, the Sumerian people. So this is how they hide us. And instead of saying giants and the elves and the Sumerian Aryans, they'll say the dinosaurs 65 million years ago, because that equals 11. That's my people. I am 11. I'm the TheKazweh. Okay? Does that make sense? I'm the Sumerian Aryan. I'm the original man. I'm the Thoth from the Atlantean. I'm the Hyperborean. I'm the Saint Germain. I'm the Christ Jesus. You don't have to believe these things, but Every one of those men are just light. I continue to return. Every 100 years, 1,000 years, you'll see me. I'm here over and over with the same message, and mankind evolves to the technology and does not change and learn from his lessons. This is due to greed and power. For those who wish to manipulate power by creating technology and electromagnetic power, I will wipe out all of your machinery. It'll be useless, as you have to draw energy from generators, gasoline, and the sun. I will blanket your sun, and I will cause a malfunctioning in all of your machinery, all your GPS, everything. I will actually fire up people who are righteous. I will fire up their machinery. When all the electricity is gone, Wi-Fi is no more, 4G is gone, they will have and rely on my infinite, internal 5G. You will be able to turn on your computer, your phone, and it will stay charged indefinitely. Abbabole, 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 TheKazweh. I say these things as they are to be. I know these things are to come. It is. This is it. It is. Smart be it. This 25,000 times that of Earth, equal distance of the sun, the third light year is bullshit. That equals 7, which just means maybe it is or maybe it isn't. It is or it isn't. Gray area is what it is. The Earth is a gray area. It's a 7. Okay? I'm going to go down and we're going to sun gaze. Oh, a minute. Charge up your... This is what I do. I have my crystal. I wrap it in copper. And you want to make it where you can plug it right into that ground. It will not cause electrical discharge. And you want to set it out. You can hold on to this. This will ground you. You can put it on your bed. It's enough to actually ground everything in this entire room. And you will feel just more energy and more power as the sun comes in with these crystals and these sugnite and all these things. I'm just creating a giant superconductor of energy in this room. The crystal up there, it just constantly grows. I'm getting more power. And when the sun goes down, I will continue to become more powerful and more powerful and more powerful. I don't even want to read any of this. This is terrible. This is junk. And you will find that most all of this is junk. What you read earlier is even junk that you listened to. What they will try to do is say this is a Germanic thing. Hitler was tapping into the ancient stuff. My belief is that he was a shill the Vatican created to destroy my people, the Sumerian Aryans. How so? Well, he claimed they were the master race and conventionally put those people together with the SS soldiers, which means 1-1. Okay? And the thing about that is, its hidden meaning is that really he made a superior soldier, which I plan on doing as well. But my people will be peacemakers. Okay? They will be non-weaponized individuals. They will use electrical power. They'll be trained by me, the Black Sun. We can stop bullets. We can stop weapons. We can disarm nuclear weapons. We can stop grenades from launching. You can't kill us. Your weapons are on our side. The Black Sun is all The black sun is all the gray matter here in this life. Gray matter is what makes up all color. There's my wasp friends. Royale. Roy and Al are going to take care of you, all of you. For if you do not do as I command, they will be in your home, just as they come in my home. And they will sting and sting and sting until my requests are made. I'm not asking. I am demanding that these things are done before me, before man, so that I may save this planet once and for all and recover all people to the optimum health by which they deserve, by which they were created for. And none will stop, will hinder, or harm my mission. The time is short, my friends. The things I've told you are miraculous. The prophecies that I have already unveiled are happening before you. As I grow stronger and stronger, your time grows slow. Your time is short, and your time is now. Those who commit wicked, evil acts in the dark, they do things that are despicable, negative, harmful, and threatening. They will have tenfold against them in the same arena as a massive destruction falls on their head, and you won't be able to prevent it. I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace be with you. Abbabole, Abbabole, TheKazweh loves you. And we're going to get people back to their full health. They'll be peace warriors. The ultimate truth warriors. X. And see, this is what Hitler knew. He knew I was going to come. He knew my day was coming. Why would you have chosen a Jewish Austrian man to be the controller or leader of the Sumerian army? A nationalist for the German people. That was the Germans' mistake. For most people will never know the true story of Hitler and all of its real true meaning. There were people that were Jewish, Muslims, blacks who were part of the army of Nazi Germany. The super soldiers did stand out as they knew that the Aryan race were and are gods. This is why I've been able to control nature my entire life. I have the power. Now I'm aware of this. And again, I use the super magnetic electricity and power from the inner earth, the black sun, to harness everything. Again, the black sun is all this gray matter here, all this nothingness, all of it. That's the black sun. It makes up everything that is and everything that isn't. This empty space is the black sun. And dark energy can go anywhere. So that means my thoughts are on my command. My envisionment and my conscious thinking and my actual visuals is what will come to be. So whatever I write in that book over there, that's what's to come. Okay, this is what I've done before in the past. Strange story, because people are like, "Where's the black sun?" I've never heard of it. Strange story of Tecumseh Comet, the Black Sun Prophecy, the New Madrid earthquakes, the biggest earthquakes in American history. In 1811, a great bright comet appeared in the skies. It was visible, the naked eye, around 260 days. for 260 days in USA. Comet was named Tecumseh Comet, and the Europeans called it the Napoleon's Comet. Okay? The last time the comet had been witnessed was during the reign of the Egyptian pharaoh Ramses II, 3065. Before the arrival, the comet was followed by the New Madrid earthquakes, the biggest earthquakes in American history, events that are linked to the Black Sun prophecy. See, keep this in mind. I have never read anything about the Black Sun. I was just merely a man just a week ago, didn't know any of this. All this information just popped into my head. I uploaded it as if I knew it. I'm part man, I'm part God. I am the TheKazweh, your prophet, your messenger. From December 16th, 1611 through March of 1812, there were over 2,000 earthquakes in central Midwest. And between 6,000 to 10,000 earthquakes in the Booth Hill of Missouri and New Madrid is located near the junction of Ohio and Mississippi rivers. In the known history of the world, no other earthquakes have lasted so long and resulted in so much damage in the New Madrid earthquakes. It's important. It's an important Native American mystic, warrior, and military leader, Shawnee. He is today remembered as a great hero who fought for freedom, just like what I'm doing. His name, ominously meant shooting star, or he who walks across the sky. Tecumseh's brother, who was a religious leader, known as the prophet that had predicted the solar eclipse in 1806, William Henry Harrison, governor of Indiana, was worried the prophet was becoming too popular and challenged him to produce a miracle. The prophet announced another solar eclipse occur, and so it did on September 17th, 1811. There he is. I'll post this in on this video. It would be added the prophet had been in contact with astronomers who told him the solar eclipse would take place that year. The Black Sun was said by the Indians to predict a war, and the war was launched by Governor Harrison in November. Wars with the Indians and the British would rage until 1813. After the day of the Black Sun, the comet and his brother, the prophet, attracted even more followers. One of the greatest Indian leaders. On November 6, 1811, Governor Harrison attacked Prophet's town with over 1,000 men. His was beginning this war, the Tecumseh War. It was at Shawnee in Delaware, Indian village near Cape Girardeau, 50 miles north of the epicenter in the New Madrid, when the first earthquake hit in December 1811. See, that's 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 2 there. This is, so that's 3. So that's 5, right? So it's 2 and 3 is 5, and then 7, right? So it's 12. So that would be, again, your 33rd degree. So this is all set up. This is all staged. This is all either fake or made up or manipulated. The biggest earthquakes in American history. The first earthquake was a magnitude of 7.7 on the Richter scale, but it has been suggestion it was much higher. 6 hours later, a second quake of equal force hit the same area again. These were no ordinary earthquakes. Sounds of distant thunders and loud explosions accompanied the earthquakes. The epicenter was probably located a little distance from the present-day Madrid. See, and I know, like, for instance, Joe Rogan, he was throwing earthquake sounds at me in my house. He was trying to fool me, but it didn't work. There's earthquake going on all the time. I knew it was fake. It's all junk. It's fake. He's a phony. Those people are lying because they knew with the crystal ball that I would come. And so they had already came up with ideas and ways and reasoning to distort my message by making fun of me and saying the things that I said beforehand. There's chills. The earthquakes, let's see here. The earthquakes felt strong across 130,000 square miles, moderately for a total of nearly 3 million miles. The effect was devastating and widespread. The upheaval was so violent it created Real Foot Lake 15 miles south of New Madrid and drowned inhabitants of an entire Indian village. Along the Mississippi, the river amazingly ran backwards for several hours, which may have been a tsunami-like, exacerbated by the eruption of the groundwater for miles along the shore, which caused a rapid rise of the water levels in the riverbed. Okay. So that's pretty cool. And you read more on it. The Indians they already know it's on. It's over. It's done. They've been trying to tell Americans for a long time. All their damage, all their crap, it's over. Okay? It's over. For I'm here to repair all the injustices of the world, to fix the problems of the world by relieving those who are the problem, taking them out, and keeping the righteous here. We will have an entire army, villages, a new world. The continents will combine together. And with that, Mount Meru will be formed again. And the Hyperborea will open up the new dimensional pathways. And you will live in a world of peace yet again. Just as it was when I created you. Mount Meru is not too far off. You will see peace as I have said these things. And I've set these plagues and these curses before you. I can control these airplanes. I will make these airplanes crash. There'll be complete chaos, devastating disasters. If my commands are not met, you have 1 week. I hope that all take heed to my message and my prophecies. The black sun baby, Abbabole, Abbabole, Abbabole. TheKazweh. This is it. It is. This is symbolic of what my request, my command is. A small lucky package is on its way soon. Okay? So that's to happen. I take, right now, all the iniquities and sins of mankind, and so long as this bottle is open, all those evil things will be absorbed into this bottle. You have a chance, right now, to set yourself free. Replenish. Cut off and start again. Reset. Don't look at how far you have to go. Instead, look how far you have gotten. Times are about to get really difficult. My burden is heavy. My power is strong. For there's none that exceed the strength, wisdom, intellect of your black sun baby, TheKazweh. As I said, go before me, the sun, and look into my eyes. I will show you my radiant power, and I will give you the information you need to get through these hard times. Those who are against me, as of now, will be stung by the wasp that flutter and fly through our poison atmosphere, the toxic air in which we created for no reason than industrial waste, pollution. These wasps know your heart, and I know your heart. And I can stop your heart like that. And you will just drop to the ground right where you stand. And that will be the end of you. You will disappear, and none will remember your name. You will be in a desert that is blacked out. The crows chase you as their food. You will be treated as the victim, for you will see how it is to be an animal. You will be a dog. You will be searching high and low for food, scraps, bones, and water. And you'll be left thirsty, afraid, starving, and hungry for all eternity. And you know exactly who you are when I said that. I hope you take heed to all my prophecies. If you don't understand what I'm saying now, go and watch all my videos. You have a chance. I want to give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven so where you can live for eternity. Good health, good promise. I have a whole plan set out before you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm your messenger, Abbabole. TheKazweh. The black sun baby shall return, and it will be good. It'll be all that is good. All injustices will be removed. All problems will be fixed. It'll be solved by me, your king. I am the God of all creation and the ruler of all this beautiful life which I have bestowed upon you, which I have created. It's the black sun.